Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Come on.
That was low.
Come on!
Come on! I think he's half asleep with all this scenic riding that we've been doing.
Yeah, some hours cruising down some back roads will do that to you.
Yeah, we've been on the road now for about 2 hours. Approaching 2 hours. We are on some scenic, beautiful fall back roads, which we're going to flip y'all around here in a minute and show you. We decided to take the scenic route to the fishing trip this weekend, so Levi can see more beautiful Arkansas's fall.
Yep.
And it has been bright.
Insane.
It's definitely the right route to take. I decided to take this one on the way there before I'm all tired from fighting the river all weekend.
Yeah.
And hanging out like a hare and a biscuit with everybody, because last time I took it both directions, and this route right here is a chore for the driver.
Yeah. There's been a lot of left, right, wind down, up, around, all of it.
And an occasional dumb beep drivers.
More than one.
Yeah, more than one. I had a couple of incidences.
Yeah.
But of course, now that I started recording, we're coming into a town, so well, these towns ain't very big, so we'll turn and we'll get back to some scenics, and then I'll flip y'all around. But we are finally here, guys. It has been a year since we have done this last. And in the comments, comment down below, who remembers the ride to the fishing trip last year? It was one of the funniest, hilarious, come on, keeping it reals I've ever done.
Really?
Oh, it was literally, we was in tears, like the whole truck. We was messing with Mike from 3 Mississippi and his buddy Ryan, because in the group chat, they put some things in the group chat about Ryan being in the shower and Ryan telling Mike just to come on in and stuff when he got there and stuff, like they was taking a shower together.
Yeah.
So that became the theme for the whole weekend, as of us just giving them a hard time about that. And the funny thing is we've never met Ryan before. Like,
oh, really?
Didn't know him, and we was roasting him.
Just right off rip.
And he handled it like a G.
Wow.
Like we knew then instantly he was going to be good people. Because he joked around back and all that other stuff, and it just became this whole.
That's awesome.
This whole thing all weekend, and it was a good time. So hopefully they got their shower the night before this time together, and they're not going to be able to shower at the camp because they're not in the main cabin. So they're going to have to individually shower this weekend. So hopefully they're okay with that. They might have got their own cabin. You never know.
Yeah.
It's possible. Love you, Mike. Yeah, it's a lot bigger event this time, though. I mean, we had like 8 people last time, I think, and now we got 16 to 20 coming this weekend, and this guy's first time up here. Can't wait to see him out there on the river slaying the trout. It's gonna be a good time.
Built for it.
That's what this week was all about. I've enjoyed this week. It hasn't been too crazy of a week. I mean, one of the days wasn't too great for me. Just a lot of frustration with business stuff, but he had a lot of work to do anyway, so it didn't affect our trip any.
Yeah, the time that he was busy with annoyances, I was working on my laptop, so it ended up working out.
Yeah. And then we got a father-son project.
Yep.
I had a lot of people say, why do you do a project when your son comes? Just enjoy the time with your son.
That's part of enjoying it.
We enjoy doing projects together.
Yeah.
It's something that we did with him growing up. I probably started having him as my right-hand little man about 12 years old, I would say, is about when it started. And I owned several side companies, renovation companies and stuff like that over his life, and I'd bring him with me, and he'd be my little cut man or my laborer or whatever.
Measure.
And then as he got older, he started getting more skilled, and he'd step into more of the skilled roles and stuff, which was a huge help for me. And I ain't gonna lie, at the beginning he hated it.
Oh, of course.
You know,
when you go from like, you know, playing video games and playing in the backyard to now when I'm in the backyard, it's picking up sticks and cutting wood.
Yeah.
Understandably. But, you know, you get used to it. And,
but I got what
makes it fun.
Every dad looks for later on in life. He came and told me, he said, you know, Dad, you was right.
Yep.
He said, all my friends and stuff, they have no work ethic, no this, they have no skill sets, they're useless.
They are.
You know what I mean?
A bunch of them.
And don't even know, they wouldn't know how to deal with something if it happened, you know, that type of stuff. And he thanked me for raising him that way and teaching him those type of things. And I didn't do it in a bad way. I didn't work him to death like I grew up.
Yeah.
Like I grew up, I was basically probably one level above a slave growing up. It's just, that's the way my life was. I grew up very old school. When my dad left for work on the summers and stuff like that, we had a long list that had to be done by the time he got back home, or that was our butts, you know. And my mom would lock us out the house first thing in the morning, give us a bologna sandwich, and drink some water out the faucet outside and get it done, because well, she'd have to deal with the wrath as well if it wasn't done by the time my dad got home. So it's just the way I grew up. I don't regret it. I do believe it was a little extreme. But I do appreciate it because it gave me my worth ethic that I have today.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was extreme. And so I wanted to instill the same principles into him as far as worth ethic and stuff like that. But I didn't want him to hate his childhood.
Yeah.
You know, and feel like all he did was work in his childhood, and he didn't. He had about as good as childhood as you could have, in my opinion.
I agree.
Especially compared to what mine was.
Yeah.
His was like what you see on movies compared to what I grew up with. But that's what it's all about. You want better for your kids than what you grew up with. And,
it's the goal.
So, and I hope that he passes down a lot of the stuff that I taught him and stuff to his kids. You know, especially the values and stuff like that. I was always very big on morals and values and being a man of your word and all that type of stuff. And as y'all know, y'all have gotten to know my son quite a bit on here and also through his own YouTube channel, Life with Levi. And he's a good kid. He really is. Not too bad. Not too bad.
I've met worse.
I mean, he's aight. As Anthony would say, I mean, he's aight.
Yeah.
I mean, he's aight. Let's flip y'all around while we chat some views.
Just give you the adjustment.
Yep, got my photographer.
That way you guys aren't just focused on the hood.
Yeah, on the hood. It's dirty too.
Yeah. It's been dusty.
There ain't no getting away from it right now. Although it said it was going to rain Tuesday, but it's moved to Wednesday and Thursday. So hopefully Wednesday and Thursday we get a little bit of that sprinkle.
Yeah.
Boy, we sure could use it. My grass could use it. My roads could use it. It's, yeah.
I brought the rain the 4 out of the last 5 times I came, and this time I think the hurricanes might have drained out my rain luck.
Yeah, he wasted his rain gauge there on the hurricanes.
2 of them.
I mean, it's funny that his area got the most rain in recorded history.
Yeah, literally.
In 3 hours, and that's just because he moved there.
Yep. No, literally, within 3 months of me going there, there's more rain than's ever happened there ever.
Yeah. I got a whole back of the truckload full of wood, just in case there's not a burn ban where we're going.
Yep.
I got that from the 41.36 last night. Yesterday was a long day too. We got on the road early and didn't get back home until after 7:30 at night.
Yeah, it was a day.
We was in 7 towns, 7 different towns, 3 different counties.
Yep.
Yeah, and then got back home, and then I worked until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Last night, editing out some videos for you guys. I got one coming out today at like 3, I think.
Yep.
And man, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's an off-grid oasis there on Come On Mountain, and
turned out great.
It is definitely an oasis that is ready for fall. We worked on the pergola area, which I showed y'all sneak peeks yesterday. But it turned out gorgeous. Night and day difference. Way
Huge
different
difference.
than what it was. So y'all do not want to miss that one.
Yeah, it literally went from the side of the house you avoid walking to the side you want to chill at.
Yeah. And then Sunday, we're going to do a premiere, and I believe it's at 4 o'clock. I should be back by then.
Yep.
And that is announcing the big news, guys, and showing y'all everything. So it's going to be huge. You don't want to miss that one. So I really got some really epic videos for y'all this weekend while I'm out here on this little fishing trip.
Yeah.
And I will be recording this weekend as well of this little adventure, because I haven't really filmed a whole lot with my son this week besides our little father-son trip. Matter of fact, besides these keeping it reals that we've done, I haven't turned the camera on.
Yeah, no, really haven't filmed much.
Besides the project that we did together. That's the only thing that I have filmed. He's filmed a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But I've just been kind of enjoying the moment with my son.
Yeah.
But I will be filming this weekend, and I believe I have not done a Fired Up Friday in forever, guys.
Yeah.
So I believe that I'm going to film the cooking on this trip and put it on Fired Up Friday as well. It's about time for me to do it. If I don't do a video here soon, I'm sure YouTube's going to get on to me. So I need to go ahead and do another video on that. But I'm really excited about the 2 videos coming out on Come On Homestead.
Yeah.
Especially, well, really both of them.
Nah, but I love both, but the following one's super sick.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea yet, but...
And I read through some of the comments last night, guys, of the guesses and stuff like that. And y'all had some good guesses. Yeah, good guesses. Definitely good guesses. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what to say next without giving it away. So I don't think I'm gonna say anything next on that. But some of y'all was close. I'll say that.
Yeah. But none of you were right.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody was spot on, but close for sure.
Isn't this gorgeous out here?
Yeah, and this ain't even the colorful area. I'm gonna keep on rambling until we get back to
look at that thing over there.
Some
bright red trees.
Some of the colorful. We went through about a 20-mile patch there that was literally like a coloring book.
It would have been a good spot for doing the...
Which it looks like we're coming back up into some more of it. But it looked like a coloring book, for real. It was both sides of the road, just as far as you could see.
Red, green, orange,
trees
burgundy.
Coming over the road.
Yeah.
And there were some colors I haven't seen before.
Yeah, like a what was it, like a pumpkin orange?
Yeah,
like
a pumpkin orange.
Like peach. It was almost like a peach color tree. It was crazy.
And then a couple of red ones that were just the brightest red.
Yeah. Literally a coloring book. Like it looked like it was, pick the color and fill it in with the number.
Yeah. No, I ain't done one of them in a long time.
Yeah, color by number.
I used to love that painting by number.
Yeah,
the little watercolor painting ones. I used to enjoy those.
Yeah, I've done a few of them.
I don't have time to do that no more in my life. That's the downside of doing adulting.
Yep.
You don't get to do that kind of stuff anymore.
Random, tedious things.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. You just would have to give up time that you're putting towards, more productive stuff.
Yeah, well,
you refuse to do
there's the key right there, the time.
Yep.
The time. I could do it, but then go broke, because I wouldn't be working.
Yep.
It looks almost like it wants to rain ahead of us.
I know, it does look like that, actually.
But you ain't going to be mad at it. I'm not going to, I'll take rain whenever we can get it at this point.
Just keep moving
It might trigger Levi at this point, but with me, I'll be doing a rain dance.
Well, as long as there's not a flash flood coming my way, I think I'll be alright.
That's one of my favorite views right there, is fall with a hayfield with baled hay.
I love hay bales out there.
I love that view.
Your neighbor's yard, that was my favorite. Like my last trip I came out here when I was there for the summer, my favorite thing to do in the evening was go sit on top of the hay bales and watch the sunset.
I can tell you this though, I can tell this area has gotten some rain. Look how green their grass is compared to my area.
Definitely.
So they must have a little rain pocket.
Yeah, definitely greener than over there.
But the downside to this weekend is I know it's going to go fast. It always does. Because there's only really like one full day of fishing.
It's more like 2 days.
And then we'll get a little bit fishing this evening when we get there and get settled. But then tomorrow's pretty much the full-time fishing, and then the next day we leave. So, and we got to leave out pretty early. We left out at 9 o'clock this morning.
Yep.
I got up pretty early. Like, I finished working last night at 1, and then went to bed probably about 1:45, and then I got up at 6, and I let him sleep in a little bit because I kept him up kind of late last night working in the cabin.
Yeah, I had to do a little bit of work stuff myself, but I finished around like 12:30, and I just stayed up till about 1:15 or something with him.
Yeah, he's my little old man, so he's way past his bedtime.
Yeah, I was ready for bed at 9.
Yeah, he was like, you know, it's 10 o'clock at my house right now, and all this kind of stuff.
I haven't. Technically, my body's an hour behind, so I went to bed at actually like 2:15. If you want to be, on my time, but whatever.
So I let him sleep in a little bit this morning, and I shaved and everything. Did y'all notice before I flipped the camera around?
Yeah.
I edged it up,
cleaned up,
cut my hair, all of that. Took a shower this morning, and then I started loading the truck. I had most of it situated, had my clothes packed, all that other stuff before I got him up, and then I cleaned the coolers and stuff like that. The good thing is once I moved the yellow sheds and stuff like that, I have all that type of stuff in their own areas now, so it's very easy to just go and grab the stuff. So didn't take a long time. I knew it wasn't going to take a long time. That's why I wanted to finish up all the YouTube stuff last night. That way I didn't have to focus on that in the morning, and I could focus on just getting the stuff ready for our little trip here. We are packed up. It looks more than what it really is because these cabins don't have sheets and pillows and stuff like that. So all that stuff's bulky. Brought that.
Yeah, bedding, towels, stuff like that.
I brought about 40-something hamburgers and about 48 hot dogs and stuff like that to cook. We're going to stop at... Oh, look at this. This is gorgeous. Now we're getting to what I was talking about.
Yeah.
We're going to make a Walmart stop. We got to get some medium cooked shrimp for fishing. I know it sounds weird, trout fishing with shrimp, but it works.
Apparently it's the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Look at these trees too, but look at that red. That's the type of stuff we were talking about.
Yeah.
But secret sauce.
Yeah, we slayed them last year, 56 fish in a day and a half, basically.
Yeah.
I wasn't fishing last year, I was catching. So hopefully I can duplicate that.
Wow.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. I could duplicate that again this year. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't beginner's luck.
I got faith in it.
Yeah, but now we're coming into the nicer area, guys. Just God's country right here, boy. This is just beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I'm also extremely pleased that Levi got to come up here for this time of year this year.
Yeah, I've yet to make it up here in fall.
Yeah, and now that we do the annual fishing trip at this time every year, this will be something that he can look forward to every year.
Yep.
To come up here and enjoy it and stuff. He really likes it. And I know he's going to like the fishing trip. I don't even sweat that. That's right up his alley.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I decided to do that for his birthday this year.
Yep.
I think that's a mighty fine birthday present. Mighty fine birthday present.
I agree.
Not only is it a good birthday present and a fun adventure and all that other stuff, but it's also memories for a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, when you get some youngins, they'll be able to join in. And, why I can still fight the river and all that other stuff. But Levi's going to take his time before he gives me any of those youngins.
I'm in no rush.
So hopefully I'm still able to get out there in the river by the time they're old enough to come.
Oh, yeah. We'll get the Tesla biotech legs if need be.
Yeah. I'm trying to hold out until they got the bionic stuff.
Yeah, get a RoboCop.
Yeah, like the $1 Million Man. It was way before your time.
Yeah, I know.
The $1 Million Man. When he would run, it would go na 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 na. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the na 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 na. Just to be able to run again. Speaking of running again, I ran yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't run far, but it hurt.
You guys want to know a crazy fact? Me and my buddy Caden learned this a few months ago, but I think it's something like 85% of people after the age of 30 never sprint again in their lives. 85% of people after they hit the age of 30 will never sprint again in their lives.
Well, I broke that mold yesterday.
Isn't that crazy? So get out there and sprint if you can. Run to the fridge even.
Just don't run marathons because you'll die 10 years sooner.
Yeah, marathons are a little
Which
rough.
I've never understood that. Why does people run marathons if the statistics are you die like 10 years younger?
Some people like drugs and some people like running. And runner's high is a real thing.
Well, for me, if I become a marathon runner and it's supposed to be like good for you, like keep you in shape, but you die 10 years younger, to me that tells me I don't need to be running.
Well, there's a healthy balance. That's being an ultra marathoner and being an occasional, even a daily runner are two very different things.
That's crazy.
People,
right?
Yeah, but those are people running 150 miles up and down mountains like that. I understand why that'll kill you.
Yeah, but that's still crazy to me.
I agree.
You would think they'd be the best shape. They'd be almost like boxers. You know what I mean? Boxers are the best in shape athletes that
to
there
the
are.
same point, those guys can't talk by the time they're 60.
Well, that's because of all the domes to the head.
Well, think about how many stumps to the knees you have.
Yeah, well, I can see like your knees going out and your hips. But dying early?
I don't know, man.
That's crazy. I guess because you shook up all the internals.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of damage on you over all the years.
A lot of internal shaking and baking. Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about that, guys, because I'm not a runner.
No.
I told Levi yesterday whenever I ran, I don't glide like I used to. I used to glide like a gazelle. I used to actually could get down with the running.
Yeah.
Guys, I used to run track and long distance track and hurdles and all kinds of stuff. But those days are over. I don't glide no more. I'm more like lop. Lop.
I've always said I've never been much of a runner myself. The simple term was I'm built like a brick, which is short, stout, and
stiff.
Yeah, very stiff.
He's always been a stiff little joker.
Yeah,
he's not flexible.
I just recently, after years of stretching, I can touch my toes. Actually years. And for the last about 6 to 7 months, I've stretched every single day for at least like 10 to 15 minutes. So, a lot of actual effort, but I can just now touch my toes. So,
I still can't. My back won't allow me. I used to be able to.
Yeah.
But nah, those days are awesome. They're gone with the running days. Although I did run a little bit. Yesterday we went to Mount Magazine.
Yep, beautiful. Oh yeah, check out my video that I'm going to post later today on that. You get to see some of the pretty views.
Yeah, I didn't film it because I've showed Mount Magazine several times. I'm up there all the time.
Yeah, I only come once a year maybe to Mount Magazine.
But Levi really wanted to see the fall colors.
It's my favorite place in Arkansas.
And it's my favorite place in my area. I've seen a lot of Arkansas.
I haven't been to much
some
Arkansas.
Really nice areas. So we started our day with that yesterday. Went and got a toaster and went up there, and I took him to a couple of the key spots, and we took some pictures and stuff, and just had some father-son time up on Mount Magazine before we started all the other stuff that we had to do yesterday.
Busy day.
And honestly, we stayed up on Mount Magazine probably an hour and a half longer than I was expecting to.
Yeah.
But I wasn't trying to rush it because that was the one thing that he asked for. And before he went back, besides, this fishing trip and stuff. So I really wanted to take the time out of the schedule to make that happen, and I didn't want it to be rushed.
Yeah.
But yeah, see some really cool stuff up there. Magazine is definitely in full fall right now.
Yep.
And down below in my area it's fall, but it's not full fall yet. Not like over here. Over here, we definitely got some full fall happening for sure. And then we ended our day over there at the 41.36. Got to see MT Homestead. Old Big Mike was over there, and got to meet Gary's brother. Gary's brother, funny thing, he looks just like a real good buddy of mine, a kid I mentored that lives in Atlanta. really good dude.
He does look like him.
Looks just like my buddy Dustin. Like, I looked up and seen him and thought it was Dustin. I was like, what are you doing here? Oh, you ain't Dustin. I mean, look, it's even the same haircut, guys.
Yeah.
Like they look identical. It was crazy. And honestly, he looked more like Dustin's brother than Gary's brother.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Anthony's got 2 of his buddies here, so got to meet them.
Yep.
And so that was cool.
All good people.
Yeah, we hung out there for a little while, and they offered for us to eat dinner and stuff, but we just had too much stuff to do. But and then we headed home, and then got straight to work. Went to bed, and then woke up this morning, and here we are. I'll flip y'all back around because the seat died off a little bit. Got my cameraman adjusting.
Yep. Back in business.
But we should, it's about 12:17 now. I think it's saying that we'll get there about 1:46. But it'll really be more around 2:30-ish.
Yeah. Still got to do a little stopping.
A couple of stops. Might have to get gas again. I filled up yesterday at the end of all of our driving.
Yeah.
And I'm already below a half a tank again. So, been putting some miles on. So, a little recap. Sunday we'll come back. We'll do the premiere. And then we're just going to chill Sunday night and get him ready for his flight because he flies out
early in the morning.
In the morning on Monday, way over there in Fayetteville. So that's another 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
And then get him to the airport. I'll be driving back. Margarita's coming, and we're going to go live Monday night as usual. So it'll be me and Margarita Monday night live. So that's cool. Got to do a live with you. And then, so basically it's been Margarita, you, and then Margarita.
Yep.
Most of the time we sprinkle a little mic in there. But,
special guest lives.
Yeah. Well, Margarita ain't a guest at this point. But you're a guest.
I'm a guest when I come in.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's looking forward to it. She's got a busy weekend as well. Her daughter's competitive cheerleading starts, and also she's in a play and has practice Sunday, and she's got a quinceañera to go to on Saturday. So she's gonna be hanging out with her friends. She's gonna be busy too.
Yeah.
But I'm about to have to make some turns, guys, so I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great weekend. If I got service, we'll do this tomorrow, and I'll show y'all some beautiful river views and stuff, and give you a recap on the first night. But love y'all. Do something nice for somebody, guys. Have a little fun this weekend. Take a step closer to your goals. Reach out to somebody you ain't talked to in a little while, but keep it real. Come on.